G inverse of x should be very easy, because G of x is actually just x plus 3. So what did I say you're going to do? Now I want you to tell me. Well, yes, I said y should be equal to x plus 3, because this is the output of the forward process and this is the input. And we want to make the input to look like the output, and we want to make the output go into the other side, the right hand side. So trying to make x the subject formula is the easiest thing to do in this case, because there's just one small loose term, plus 3. So I'm just going to subtract 3 from both sides. Trust me, that's what I'm going to do. So it becomes y minus 3 equals to x. Let's bring this x to the left hand side. So that is x is equal to y minus 3. But if x is equal to y minus 3, that is the reverse process of this one. But we want it to look like an inverse function. So wherever you have x, you convert it to f inverse, because that's now the output of a forward process. And wherever you have y, now looks like the input to your forward process. So x minus 3, and that is it. Third thing to do was we're told to find gf of x. And do you know what gf of x is? Like I said, gf of x is actually g of f of x. So in this case, x is the input to your f of x function or process. Now f of x is the input to your g of x function. So that is, given f of x to be equal to 3x plus 1 over 1 minus 2x, and g of x to just be whatever x is plus a big 3 guy. What this means is that f g of x, oh sorry, the question is g f of x. G f of x will therefore be equal to g of f of x. So whatever f of x is now appears to be the input to your g process. Now that is g of, what is f of x? This whole bogus term. It's scary, isn't it? And you're like, oh my god, am I going to be able to solve this? Trust me, you are. Why? Because this is the input to your g function. And your g function says, what does the g function say? It says my input plus 3. Whatever my input is, add 3 to it. So if g of x is x plus 3, g of f of x is g of f of x plus 3. So that's what I mean. It's just this plus 3, right? Because that's what g of x is. So this is equal to f of x, which is 3x plus 1 over 1 minus 2x plus a big 3. Now, that's my answer to gf of x. But I'm not sure this is simplified enough. So in order to do this further simplification, you might want to convert this to, you know, the kind of just one fraction. So now we have this. Some people like to call what I'm about to do the skull and bone, whatever, process multiplication. But I'm just going to call it the normal LCM thing. So the LCM here is the product of these two denominators, 1 minus 2x. That's the LCM. How many 1 minus 2x's do you have in 1 minus 2? I mean, it's just 1, so 3x plus 1 plus 3 times, how many 1's do you have in 1 minus 2x is 1 minus 2x. So 3x plus 1 plus 3 into bracket 1 minus 2x is 3 times 1 times 3 times minus 2x. So that's 3 minus 6x divided by 1 minus 2x. And finally, what we can see here is that 3x minus 3x minus 6x, sorry, is, I mean, 3 boys minus 6 boys, right? That's just minus 3 boys. So 3x minus 6x is minus 3x. 3 plus 1 is 4. So this becomes 4 minus 3x all over 1 minus 2x. And that is your gf of x. I have not forgotten what I told you to do on your own. I told you to find the inverse of gf of x. Now this is gf of x. To find the inverse is the same thing as what we did for the inverse of